Let's go for a smidge more. I need to see what's going to happen through January here. Especially now that the window's open, and especially now that we know certain things are... God, now that just certain things have changed. The name and number accounts are out in full force. That they are, Crash. That they are. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. All right. So we have our scouting reports as well. Not our final. Viva Mexico. Stop the joke now. But Italy. Piero Ricci. Massimo Ricci. So we're going to cut Johannes Lindberg. We're going to cut Kevin Eriksson. Tividar Varga. It's on the outs. My God. Alec and Leo, though, are looking phenomenal. Look at Luke Ward, though. The American. Aaron Jones isn't going to cut it. We got some damn good players, and we're only allowed to sign one. Let's sign Ricci for the moment. Another Ricci. Filippo Ricci. Giorgio DeAngelis. Italy's been very, very strong for us so far. The United States, Nathan Mathis, Garrett Ross, Kenneth Williams. Honestly, probably not high enough of a rating right now. But we'll sign him. Jordan Wilson. This is where it gets to be a bit problematic. Honestly, Patel, this dude, I mean, he's 17 and only a 49. So yeah, Kenneth Williams is getting cut as soon as he gets signed. We'll sign Jordan Wilson. He's the last one from the U.S. for the moment. And then back over to India. Nobody top-notch this time out from India. So we have a full academy at the moment. And again, only one of them will be signed. So that's a little bit tough to navigate. Let's go back over to our scouts here. Who fits the bill of on a one-year deal that's world-class or first-team quality? Bowman doesn't really fit what we're looking for. I mean, a goalkeeper in general really doesn't. Jan Sommer, Jordan Pickford, Chesney, David De Gea. Ooh, David De Gea's contract's up, huh? Not doing development plans for players because I find it to be overpowered. And if you're talking about like maybe switching positions for certain players, at this point, I'm going to wait. At this point, we're going to wait just a little bit. Are there any center backs here? Crash, take it easy, buddy. We'll catch you later. Appreciate the resub. Looking forward to Tuesday. Wow, Stefan DeVries. Really? This dude's a free agent. Okay. Fuck, I'll sign you for nothing. I mean, you replaced Joe Matip in the short term, and long term, who knows? Kyle Walker's contract is up. It would be a waste of money for us to sign Kyle Walker with Trent there. Interesting that Stefan DeVries is available as a free agent. What the fuck? I didn't check for regens or anything. Kind of like just, you know, because the Youth Academy players, if I cut them, they disappear. But if the regens go out somewhere, then hey, we can go for them. Hoiberg, not able to be signed. Sane. Limer. Fair enough, Crash. Gundogan. Leon Bailey. Mateo Kovacic is available. Thomas Partey. I don't know if I want to drop Thiago to bring in Kovacic, but I could. Ruben Neves, who should have been a Liverpool player. Alejandro Gomez, his deal's up, but he's ancient. Toni Kroos. Sergio Busquets, also a free agent. Wow. Note to self, check the free agent list at the end of every year. I had no idea. Jorginho is also a free agent. What? Okay. Well, we're going to have the money to sign them. That's an interesting amount of talent on the free agent list. Wow. Osimhen, Zapata, Bobby Firmino, of course, now at Atletico Madrid. Lewandowski, Asensio. Is there anybody at striker? No, but we found out. Actually, let's go back over to scouts really quickly. That was just contracts. What do we got in terms of central midfielders that could be signed? Martin Odegaard, worth over $100 million. The Wonder Kid actually delivers. There is Goretzka. That would be a gigantic move from Bayern Munich. And Leimer was out there from Leipzig. He's worth 84. Yuri Tielemans from Leicester. I wouldn't want to bring in Paul Pogba. Just got to be honest. Brozovic is out there. We do have Fabinho. Nicolo Barea. Ooh. He is worth a shitload. Sandro Tonali. I mean, he'd be cheaper than Fabinho, but I'm not really looking to replace Fabinho yet. The Hungarian and Dominic. He's out there. Pellegrini. Glavenbech. Fabian. Carlos Soler. Paqueta's out there. Chahanoglu. I mean, the guy's a dumbass, but he is a free kick specialist. Nice to have one of those. Peter Zielinski, could finally bring him to Liverpool. Locatelli. Milinkovic Savic. Marco Verratti still at PSG. James Maddison from Leicester could be worth bringing in. I mean, Leicester is in a bit of a rough spot, obviously. Declan Rice, Julian Brandt. Danny Olmo. Toni Kroos. Again, Busquets out there as a free agent. It's just very weird. Jorginho as well. Nabil Fekir. Could finally bring him in. Thomas Lamar. Brahim Kessie. Valverde. Zubamendi. Chouameni. That would have been nice for Liverpool, huh? And Pedri also out there. Okay. We got a basic idea of who we could go for, but I mean, the obvious shouts. Also, shout out to Harvey Giles, who still won't come here. I mean, Stefan de Vrij is out there. Up to 27,000 to get him to sign. I mean, we'd be stupid to not bring him in. Unless it turns out the free agent list is fucked. But, I mean, he would just be in the same Joel Matip role. But we had no idea he was out there. No idea. Busquets is out there as well, as was Jorginho. The only thing I can think is, like, fucking sign Jorginho instead of having Thiago there. But I also don't want to screw over the young players that we already have. So if I were to make those signings, at center back, we'd need to be able to loan Sepp Vandenberg out. And honestly, immediately loan list Billy as well. But yeah, we'd have to loan Sepp out. I don't want to screw him over and out of playing time. CDM-wise, we'd have to loan out Lepano. And then center mid, we'd have to loan out Kang. So I will take up those free agent offers if it makes sense for the team based off of what else has happened. Alon grabs December Player of the Month award. Accurate. FA Cup round of 64. Our second team is in against Derby County. I'm very tempted to skip it, but you know what? We'll play it. And we will hope for the best here.
Hello and a warm welcome to the city of Derby.
Can't really afford to lose to Derby, if we're being honest.
The commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and
We got a corner early on. 14 minutes in. I don't know if we have the height. Lose on a PK, probably. Let's be honest.
Who can they pick out? Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Well, a decent position for Liverpool to be in.
Harvey.
Curtis Jones.
Jones for Henderson.
And teammates to play it to.
Simicast. Heath. Terrible touch. Easy pass from Simicast, and he can't. He just couldn't hold on to it. You know, again, like if we were able to use Darwin Nunez without the risk of being fired,
And an astute piece of defending.
imagine how we'd be able to do in some of these matchups.
Henderson. Well, showing good vision.
By having a higher rated striker. But I had to bend.
Curtis Jones.
I fucking shanked that. Had to bend to the whim of the board on this one. Fair enough, God.
Well, possibilities in the centre.
Go, Malo. All right, here we go. We need one here. Badly. Bagel I have. He's ridiculous.
But here comes a pizza. See it?
RV Coco, you handsome devil.
Jeez.
Highly unnecessary.
How are you tonight, buddy?
Of course, he's been asked to leave the ball game for ruining a good piece of pizza.
Can he finish? In it goes.
There you go, Heath. Finally.
This contest.
Finally. 5-star weak foot my ass, but finally gets a goal. Coco, thank you for the 27 months on a tier 3. Twitch.tv/Coco Sports. KOCO Sports. It's the only place you need to be. Coco, you handsome bastard.
Well, they've worked hard and played well to be in front here, but they now need to keep
How's the soccer? Hit or miss so far tonight. Rather hit or miss.
A good and fair challenge.
Thank God. Nope, never mind. This is actually bad news for us. Well, I hope Sepp is fast, otherwise I'm screwed. How the hell did this even happen, boys?
It's opened up for him. And a goal to level this contest.
How did that even happen? It might as well have been a breakaway. I had no shot of trying to defend that. Oh my God, it's given them another attacking opportunity.
It's got to be.
Thank you, Kelleher, for the save.
The final whistle is sounded.
And we ended up
Comes to an end.
in a 1-1 draw.
Enjoyed it.
Ugh. Terrible result. Just terrible. Ugh. Yeah, that offensive chance where they scored. At least we weren't like Spurs losing to Millwall, but that offensive chance they were given, we had no shot. We had no shot whatsoever of catching up there with the center back. So Mateo Kovacic might be going out to Atletico Madrid. We do get a loan offer from Ajax for Sepp Vandenberg. We will delegate this. We'll see if he goes out to Ajax. If he does, that opens up room for us to bring in the big free agent. We play Derby County again. It's the rematch at home. Second team will still be in. Let's run it back. We just did it once. Let's do it again. Now is the time. We need to win.
For those about to score,
Coach Carson, the 15 months on the primer. Coach, how the heck are you? Oh, God, it's Heath. It's Heath on the run. This is scary. I don't know if he'll be fast enough. Good 1-2 with Harvey. Heath!
Well, plenty of power there, but in fairness.
Again, if we had Darwin Nunez, we'd be storming the FA Cup right now. Just winning it, no problem. but because I have to play Heath this season.
Who can he pick out?
And again, if it screws me out of the progress I'm supposed to earn from him playing, I'm going to be very upset.
And it's gone behind for the corner.
Crossing chance here. And Heath in the middle again. Harvey.
Now he must favour the cross.
Henderson. Up and on. Jones for Gusto. Horrible control from Gusto Malo. Oh no.
Read it superbly.
And we tried to bullet past that. That didn't work. At least it's giving us opportunities, but I have not been able to make the most of these so far.
And space on the wing for Liverpool. Speculative effort here.
Good enough on it. I'm wasting these chances, though. We're practically begging for a penalty at this stage. Lepanot, what a pass out to Fabio. Fabio!
On the flank here. Can he do it to take the lead? And
Pen?
parried away.
How? You can't tell me he got any of the ball there. No! His last touch was terrible.
Chance to cross. Is this the moment?
Fuck you,
What a tackle.
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
Oh my
you're a big
God.
enough schmuck to come to Big Bill
Now we get to
Hell's
listen to
Car.
Fuck You
Brand deal.
Baltimore for the
Cars
next
that break
minute and a
down.
half.
If you think you're gonna find a
Or you
bargain
were
at Big
listening to
Bill,
Fuck You
you can
Baltimore
kiss
for the
my
next
ass.
minute and a half.
It's unbelievable that
The
you're
last
such a
minute and a
stupid
half.
motherfucker. You'll fall for this bullshit.
on.
Guaranteed. If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass.
you heard us right.
Shove it up your ugly ass.
Bring your tray.
Bring your title.
Bring your wife.
We'll
Save.
That's right. We'll fuck your wife.
because it
We might be going to
You're
pens
fucked 6
here.
ways from Sunday.
It's extra
To Big
time.
Bill Hell.
home of challenge pissing.
That's right.
Challenge pissing.
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
You get no down payment.
don't wait.
Don't delay.
Don't fuck with us. Or
I had to do it with Gomez. It
Yeah,
might
Big
be a
Bill
red.
the only dealer
It's
that tells
not.
you to fuck off.
Hurry up, asshole.
This event ends the minute after you write us a check.
And it better not bounce or you're a dead
Oh
motherfucker.
my
Go to
God,
hell.
what a
Big
free
Bill
kick.
Hell's Cars.
Baltimore's filthiest.
And exclusive home of one of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland.
Guaranteed.
We're going to get knocked out by Darby. That was insane. We have a corner. It's late. Oh boy.
It's a short corner. Giving it a try.
Harvey, no!
Whistle.
And that's it.
Move on.
We get knocked out of the FA Cup by Derby County.
They came in as
2
underdogs.
games,
They fully deserve to be in the next round.
plus the extra time in game 2, and we could not score a single goal. Oh, those misses, man. We had great shots. We had great shots. We had great chances. But the lower level players here on our second team just couldn't get it done. And they scored a fucking outrageous free kick right when it looked like we were going to penalties. That's really going to hurt our rating. That's really going to hurt our rating, man. Our goal, one of our goals for the season was to win the FA Cup, and we have now failed that. And the other was to win the league title, which is also not looking great. Fuck. That is a devastating loss. That's brutal. Skills I play on Ultimate. Fuck. Man, that sucks. Like we had some damn good chances. Like I said, I guess just the finishing ratings were too low. But it just sets us on a bad path. We play Plymouth Argyle. First team will be in. God help me if they lose this. Thank God. This time we smash Plymouth Argyle. Jude, Diaz, Arnold on the goals. Still, though, it's crucial time. We'll loan out Lee Kang in to Manchester United, apparently, which I'm okay with. It just sucks because that means less time now for the second team to be able to get game time in there. So we're already going to loan Lee out to Manchester United. 6 months, which is fine. It's not like he's amazing. I didn't even want to sign him in the first place. But signing Asian players didn't do shit for that one goal. So what are you going to do? Vandenberg looks like he'll be going to Ajax. And then Bradley looks like he'll be going out to Fenerbahce. And skills, that's what the title alludes towards. We inverted the league tables. We started in League 2. We started all the way at the bottom with the rest of the Premier League clubs and 4 championship level teams. Swansea. We need another win here. Like, we need to go on an incredible run. That helps. Salah, Bellingham, Kanate. I can't believe I just lost to Derby off of like this unbelievable free kick. All right, Lepanant might be on his way out so that we can bring in those slightly better reinforcements rather than the younger guys with those free agents that are out there. Martimo, interested in taking this younger striker who was our youth academy player from last year. That was chat scouted. The Balagizzi, we have a loan offer for you. A 1-year loan, just because I wasn't sure what they were actually offering. I did not read the email. What is this team going to look like at the end of this month? All right, Connor Bradley loaned out to Fenerbahce. Get the same damn cutscene every time, so we can just move on from it. But he'll be out in Turkey. Might not be the best spot for him, but... And Sepp has been loaned out to Ajax for the next 6 months. Johan Lepanant has been loaned out to AC Milan. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to sign those free agents unless we did right by the kids that were already here. Stefan de Vrij, we are going to approach to sign you to replace Sepp for the back half of the season. Probably put you under important if you're okay with that. Once a 2-year deal, we might as well counter it with a 3. I mean, we're literally just going to treat him as a damn rental. I'll offer you $30K a week and a $100K signing bonus. What do you think? Perfect. All right. So, I mean, we'd be dumb not to take advantage of the free agent options. Everyone else had 6 months to sign him. We bring in Stefan as a free agent. A lovely Bosman. I was going to say that better be an A. Jesus Christ. Bargain. Nothing beats a free transfer. No shit. And that's not going to be our only one, as we are also going to bring in the veteran Sergio Busquets. Let's also bring in Sergio Busquets. He wants to be in a rotation role. That is fine. 1-year contract is also fine by me. No release clause. Wants $11.5K a week. $34,000 signing bonus. You got it. We'll bring Sergio Busquets in as well. Sat out half the year, but this allows us to kind of improve our squad depth for the back half of the season. We'll see if we immediately sell them, but again, we gave the AI an opportunity to sign these guys. Jorginho is the final one. He's the final one. Let's see what we got. Well, it's important. It probably won't happen, but we're signing him, man. We're signing him. Once a 1-year deal, we'll counter it up to 2. No release clause is perfectly fine. And honestly, we'll just accept what he's looking for. So we bring in those 3 big-time free agents who have just been sitting there for half the season. Nobody else signed them. So I don't view it as overly cheap to sign them when they were sitting there. And again, we did right by our younger players as well before doing so. I don't know if I want to try to bring in any of the other players, the younger players that are out there right now. Lepina Vandenberg. It's a training day here. I mean, that's a good bit of business for us, even if we don't make another move. But that's all they found in Spain. It's fine. What do we got? And it will be Peter Baker. 6 months. Loaned out. He'll get some playing time. He will get some playing time. What else is in the news for us here? Balagizi, we will look to loan you out for 2 years. It's Luton Town coming up next. Yeah, at the very least now, there is some sense of pressure on Thiago to actually play well. But yeah, Busquets, Henderson, Jorginho now here. I love that we're getting the younger guys some playing time, but at the same time, outside of Heath, I don't know if I can guarantee them any playing time. Got De Vrij, got Kanate. Sorry to Simicast, you're going to get moved to the bench. Jones is going to be out. Busquets is going to be brought on. Harvey's in better form. So we change up the look of the bench a little bit here. Starting 11 will stay the same for now. We should absolutely smash Luton Town. Like, it's not even a conversation. Thank you. Well, we didn't smash them, but at least we beat them. Cannot afford to lose any more games like that. We really can't. Currently back up into 4th. Just 5 points back. There was a 10-point gap between us and 2nd. And it's now just a 5-point gap as Chelsea have topped Spurs. They're on a damn similar point pace. There is still a chance that both ourselves and City can jump into that top 2. But you have 4 Premier League clubs all battling for those top 2 spots. One of us 4 will not make it into the championship next season. And that would be an absolute disaster for whatever one of the 4 of us falls short. An outright disaster. As we see James Balagizi get loaned out for the next 2 years. We'll see if he's actually gone for that long. Another training session done. And we are here at deadline day. Kieran Trippier has been purchased or transferred over. Call it what you will. He's over to Barcelona, for fuck's sake. That's a big loss for Newcastle, who were leading League 2 earlier this season. Are we going to replace Thiago? I don't know if we have to. I don't think we have to spend the money with the idea of going after Thiago. We could go after Kyle Walker on a free, but what's the point? Sign him, keep him, flip him, You know, I don't really want to sign someone on a free unless I'd actually use them. Or they would play the role I'd need them to play. We already have coverage. You know, like what? Kyle Walker, bring him in, sell Malo, and then sell Kyle Walker and bring... Like, I guess we'd make money in the process, but It's also just extra hurdles. Kovacic is out there, but given that we signed Jorginho, I don't think we need him. Yeah, honestly, like Gomez is 35. We don't need to bring him in. There are some of these other younger options. I don't think we need to splash the cash right now in this window. I don't think we do. Typical Liverpool, not spending money on the team. But I think we're okay. It kind of depends on what other offers we might get here in the final 10 hours before the deadline in terms of other potential loan moves or whatnot. But given that we're out of the FA Cup, I don't even know if we're involved in any other tournaments aside. Well, we are still involved in the Conference League. We are still involved in the Conference League. Waiting for the preliminary round to be played, and that way we know where we're going in terms of the group stage. So we might actually have to recall some of the players we put out on loan just to make sure we actually have the proper squad depth. But the league, I mean, both of them were our top priority this year. I mean, the FA Cup getting eliminated sucks, but it's the league and the Conference League that we were most worried about. And it doesn't look like we're doing any other bits of business here. That is it. So 3 free agent signings cap off our window as we head into February. Again, 5 points back of Spurs. Again, we are in orange right now for our rating. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. I wanted to take a look at the top transfers here of this window. Arsenal, huge purchase there. Atletico Madrid keep getting better. Tammy Abraham's off to Manchester United for a shitload of money. That was back in August, in fairness. Mendes to Leicester. I mean, there were some big money moves. Of course, Rashford went to PSG. There were some gigantic moves. Bowen off to Roma. Canadian Jonathan David off to Aston Villa. Yeah, there were some pretty crazy transfers. Arthur, of course, who we had on loan last year, he was sold over to Porto. So yeah, the shape, the look. Oh, Griezmann's off to Benfica. Jesus. Wan-Bissaka got sold. Basically, the shape of the football world has changed drastically. Absolutely drastically. And of course, our youth academy as well. Let's just do one more quick little look over here because we know of some players that we are now moving on from. We got some talents on this team. Iago Vega, I think we're going to move on from. Chilson, it is about that time, yeah. Unfortunately, Hernan Crespo Jr., I don't think he's the guy with Leo around. 81 to 94. Crespo's only an 82 to 88. So Hernan Crespo. Phenomenal name, of course. But he's on the outs. See, our top options right now, it's these 4. The center forward, Giorgio De Angelis, the Italian. At center forward, which I don't hate for him. Atu Leo out of Finland. The cam, there's Janos Elek, center mid. And Massimo Ricci. So a couple of Italians in the mix. This dude at CDM, which isn't bad. It looks like it'll be one of those 4 guys who by the end of the season we end up signing. Certainly looks like it. All I know is we're 8 points back at Chelsea. And we're out of the FA Cup. We're out of most tournaments at this stage. We're out of most tournaments at this stage, let's be honest. Let's be honest. I do want to check. The final thing we'll do are these final scouting reports, and we'll start off tomorrow looking at something brand new. Do we have any Italians to add to the list? Angelo Silvestri is the last Italian, the Silver Fox at 15 years old. And we'll add from there, from the United States. Brian Baker, 66 to a 90 is an amazing. We'll still sign him. He's going to be the last American picked up. And then out of India, there was one really good guy there. Roshan Ahmad. Ahmad at 17 years old, another Silver Fox. It happens. And Moo Singh. Who doesn't want to sign Moo Singh? So let's take a look. One more time here at the standings again. We are in fourth in a slugfest with the four other Premier League clubs. Absolute slugfest. The FA Cup is in round number 5, so there's still a lot going on. But I mean, there are Premier League level clubs, Villa, West Ham, Norwich, but like none of the big clubs are left. Like there's no IRL Premier League powerhouses left in this FA Cup run. Carabao Cup, Manchester United and Burnley. Guess who's going to win that? Papa John's Trophy down to the quarterfinals. That is Chelsea's or City's to lose at this stage. Again, the Conference League still waiting for the preliminary games to be played. Same for the Europa League. And the Champions League again down to the round of 16. Same thing that we looked at before. In terms of the other leagues, as of the transfer window closing, leading League 2 right now, Wolves. Wolves and Manchester United are in the automatic promotion spots. Arsenal as well. And then it's Southampton, Newcastle, Villa, and West Ham who would be battling in the playoffs. Right now, the top 3, Arsenal, United, and Wolves, the points are pretty close. In the Championship, Burnley and West Brom in the top 2 spots. The playoff spots right now belong to Sheffield Wednesday, Charlton Athletic, Bolton, and Preston. Worth noting the drop zone down to League 1 is Cheltenham, Sutton, and Morecambe at the moment. In the Premier League, right now leading the way, it's Ipswich by 10 points over Stockport. Ipswich leading the way. In the drop zone right now, Harrogate Town, Tranmere Rovers, and Carlisle. Last year's champions, I believe, in Mansfield Town, down in 16th. League 2 in France, you have Nice and Lens, Stade Rennais and Strasbourg up there in the promotion spots. Likes of Lille pretty far down. In League 1, to begin with, PSG and Monaco at the top. Got Lyon, Marseille, and last year's champion Saint-Etienne in the top 5. The drop zone. 5 clubs whose names I can't pronounce. Let's be honest. In the Bundesliga, 3rd tier, Hoffenheim, Frankfurt in the automatic promotion spots. Leverkusen would be in the playoff spot position. Or fucking Schalke, Stuttgart. Like those teams might be stuck in League 3 for a while. League 2, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, of course, battled their way up to the 2nd tier. They're in the automatic promotion spots. Leipzig, currently in the playoff spot. Relegation, Freiburg 2, and Braunschweig. Elversberg would have to fight for their lives. And in the Bundesliga, leading the way is Waldhof.
Oh, good for
Got
you.
the DJ for the follow. Waldhof, right now, in the top spot in the Bundesliga. Relegation spots, Ingolstadt, who I think were last year's champions, Dortmund's 2nd team, and Essen in the playoff spot. In Italy, AC Milan and Lazio. I do believe that's Lazio. In the top 2 spots, Juventus. Nuge in the next 2 minutes. Juventus would be in the playoffs along with like Sassuolo. So poor fucking Juventus. What the hell's going on there? Well, not so much poor Juventus, cheating scandals and all. Serie A led by Inter Milan. Napoli's up there too, but Inter right now, loving life without Juventus competition. Drop zone, Spal, Modena, and Frosinone. The frozen ones. That brings us to Spain. 2nd tier, Real Madrid, who did not make it to La Liga last season, which is insane. They and Sevilla in the top 2 spots. Betis, Bilbao, Getafe, Celta currently in the playoff spots. And leading La Liga is Atletico Madrid, with Barcelona, Villarreal, Tenerife, and Levante up there. So I guess it makes sense that Tenerife are actually giving us competition. Lugo, Burgos, Mirandés in those drop zones. So we'll see how all of that plays out. We'll continue on with career mode tomorrow, but it's time for some pro clubs.